friends, and welcome back to our channel. Today is a beautiful spring day, and we're getting back to the shed build after a series of storms that we had moving in. So we made a lot of progress in the shed to studio conversion, I should say. We finally finished the insulation. Dwayne got over and figured out the kind of challenges with the ceiling. So that is all set. We actually started to install the drywall. We started with the ceiling, and we actually needed to use a drywall lift because of the angles, and not only that, the weight of the ceiling. Oh, it's pretty dark in here. Changed really quickly. And here he is.
Hi.
Man of the hour. So we've been making a lot of progress in both of the rooms in the shed. And for today, we're just going to take you guys along with us as we finish installing the drywall, because the goal is to try to have this wrapped up by the end of this week. So then that way we can move on to getting the floors down, painting, and then moving all of our stuff in to make the studios official. Here is the ceiling. We were able to get that done, like I said, with the drywall lift. We have one wall completed already. The ceiling is done on the other side. And so we're just gonna try to go ahead and get this wrapped up, so then that way we can move on. And
Yeah. All right, friends. So, like Chantal was saying, I did start this already. Clearly, you see, it's done. I had some trouble with some of these areas. I'm not gonna lie. One of these boards was damaged at the bottom, and me thinking, you know what, that should be fine. I'll do the compound and the tape and all that other stuff. But it was one of the ceiling boards. So this one was damaged pretty bad at the bottom, and you can see that it's pretty gnarly. Also, I had an issue cutting one of these holes out. I'm trying something new, and the thing that I'm using, and this isn't no means me trying to sell anything at all. It's one of these, like, I don't know, oscillating tool cutters, and I would say that this thing is good. It does cut a nice clean rectangle, but I was having some trouble with it, and the trouble that I was having really came from these. Now, this is what I normally use. You put this in the box of the outlet, and what it's intended to do is you push it all the way in, and you press the drywall up against this, and it'll poke a little hole, right? So when you pull the drywall out, now there's a hole on the opposite side where you can then measure or use something like this, press it right up against it, and you pop your rectangle out. I think the issue that I'm having is not that I'm being lazy, but I'm being lazy. I'm just gonna be real. These little green poker thingies are intended for the boxes to be empty, right? There are outlets in each one of these boxes, right? And they're all around. There's boxes. I mean, there's outlets in every single one of them. I'm not trying to take all of these boxes out. I'm just not. So what I've been trying to do is just push these in with the outlet in it, and I know it's not intended for that. I know it. But that's where the problem is coming in. It's not really a big problem, but I think what's happening is when I put the little tool in the box, once I push the drywall up against it, I think it's moving. It's got some slack because it's not all the way in. And being that it's not all the way in, when I press the drywall up against it, it's obviously it's moving. So it's not giving me a clear indication on where the hole is supposed to be drilled out. So the last problem I had last night was right here. So you can see the hole for this went all the way out this way, when in actuality the box is a little more on the right side. So I had to makeshift and fill this out because it didn't go in the right spot. And I might have more problems like that today because, like I said, I'm not trying to take all of these outlets out of the boxes. I want to get this done as quick as possible. And I'm confident in my compounding skills where you probably won't see any of that at all anyway. So the next wall I'm working on is going to be this one. I'm going to get this stuff up. I think what I'm planning on doing is I'm going to get this wall up. It's already up. Get the other side up on that side. And then I'm going to start on the other room. And probably just leave this wall and then this wall behind me for now. And we'll see how far we get. This is what I was talking about. It's from Buddy Tools LLC. Again, I'm not trying to sell you anything. I'm just showing you what I'm using. There's no code or anything like that for you to go to. So again, these are supposed to be used with the box empty. There is an outlet in it, but I'll show you what I'm talking about. So you push it in here. And again, being that there's an outlet in there, it flexes, it wiggles around, which is not supposed to be like that. That box should be empty, but again, I'm trying to do this quick. We got things to do. All right, so you can see that it's difficult maneuvering because of the shape of the roof in here. So we got it in place. And again, one of these is back there in the outlet area. I'm gonna try and get it as close as I can to this to kind of pop that hole through. And hopefully it comes out correctly. If not, all right, so here is where it pierced that small hole there. So that's telling me that's where the outlet is. So now I need to measure up, cut the hole, and in theory I should be okay. I should be okay. We'll see. So what I'm gonna do is, this is one of the pieces that I cut out. I'm going to kind of trace it instead of, you know, switching back and using this which does give you a nice clean cut. I'm just gonna keep the blade that's on the oscillator and just cut it out that way. Just because I don't feel like switching it, but yeah, whatever. See how off we are. Not too bad. Not too bad. Oh no. And then that happened. What happened was I didn't unscrew this. Huh? We got this one up, right? Clearly the hole was good, but guess what? I didn't come up high enough. So when we were trying to press this board against it, it popped this part out. It's a little oopsie, but again, I'm pretty confident with the compounding, so I think I'll be able to get that fixed up with no problem. And then we have a heck of a gap at the top, like a heck of a gap. You see this here? So the reasoning for that is I absolutely wanted this all the way up. I wanted it flush to the ceiling. The problem is, again, the angle. You see the angle here. It goes from high to super low. And it's hard to maneuver that board. You saw us, it gave us a pretty hard time trying to get it up there, but I want to make sure that it's cut with enough space where I'm able to get it where it needs to be. Now I'm not worrying about that at all. Not only are we going to compound, but we're more than likely going to put baseboard up there. So that's going to be covered, and I'm not, too concerned with it. Okay. All right, friends, so we got the other side completed. Got all the drywall up over here, around by the box, the outlet down here. So this side is done. All right, behind me is done. So at this point, we really just have this wall right here, and then the wall that's directly behind me right here. And this room would be finished in terms of screwing in drywall. Clearly compound would be next. And we're gonna leave it here on this side, and then we'll get in the other room over here and we'll do some work. We'll do some work in here, because in here we just have the ceiling. Now there are some cracks in this ceiling. You see these little gaps right here? Those are things that I'm not concerned with. The goal in here now is to get this side to look like the other side. So we want this back wall right here done, and then we want the wall directly in front of us right here done. What? You can walk in front of the camera.
No, sorry.
You can walk in front of that camera.
No, look, I'm a hot, soppy mess.
Me too. All right. We'll clear out some stuff on this side and get to work. Got a little botch. You would have laughed at me, wouldn't you?
No.
Yes, you would have.
No.
Yeah, you don't want to do this around live wires. Look, I need to come up a little bit more, man. I need to come up a little bit more. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Well, a lot of bit more.
It looked like it. Just, let me just do something real quick. Yeah. Let's try to clear this area out a little. I'm not gonna go in too deep with it. Because, I want it to face up against that. little shy over here on this side, but let's do this. Maybe a couple of middle parts. Looking good, Mama.
Mm-hmm. Looks real good.
Yeah. Let's get one here. Keep that drywall in. Right here. Get one here. Human stuff finder. All right. Yeah, I think that's it. So the goal was to basically copy the other room, which was that back wall there and this wall. And then we'll work on these other two walls maybe tomorrow. So let's show you that both walls in this room are pretty much the same as in that room. There it is. So we got this back wall done and this back wall done. And just so you don't think we're pulling the wool over your eyes, that is actually the other room. Here's the room we started with that had the electrical box back here. This side's done. Those two sides are done. Two walls. So what's left now is this wall here on both sides and this wall here. And then once those are done, I think it's safe to say we can start compounding. We'll get some paint up and then we'll do the flooring. And at that point,
It's time to move in.
time to move in. So I know that this was a kind of quick video. We're not doing a tutorial here or showing you how to, do drywall. It's really just us vlogging what we're doing. And if you did want to see some of that, I apologize. I do have a video, or we have a video on our channel where we were doing a room makeover. I think I did a little more in depth. I'm not too sure. I can't remember. But yeah, hopefully you enjoyed this video. Remember to subscribe to the channel. Give us a thumbs up. It helps the channel out a lot. And if you did not see us doing insulation,
click
on a video above, and we will catch you in the next one.
Bye-bye.